Hello, hello. It is that time. We're going to find out what card you chose. Don't overthink it, right? Just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and tune into the energy. Which card do you feel drawn to? We're going to find out what card that was. We're going to find out how the energy of that is likely to play out. What does the energy look like? Then you, over the next couple of weeks, are going to decide how that energy is playing out for you. It's going to be different for everybody. Stick around to the end, because what we're going to do is look at each card individually. What is the broken down meaning of each card? Of course, that's going to be different for everybody, so tune into the energy, and then we're going to look at all four of the cards together. So both of these things will apply. Even the cards that you did not choose are going to play into the energy of this week. But the card that you feel drawn to is going to be highlighted for you over the next couple of weeks, or it's going to somehow play a bigger piece in your puzzle. So let's get into it and see if you chose card number 1. You chose progress. So it's time for you to ask yourself, where have I already made progress? Is this part of the bigger plan? Did I take steps towards this? Did I put effort into it? Or did it just kind of happen? Where am I making progress in my life? For some of you, this will be career. For some of you, this could be relationship with friends, parents, siblings. What are the connections that you have? Where is the progress that's been playing out for you? Sometimes it's financial. Maybe you've been trying to save a few extra dollars every month. If you haven't already been doing this, this is also saying, pay attention over the next couple of weeks where you can. Where are the opportunities for you to make progress? So this is going to be supportive energy for you, especially if you chose this card, of putting your energy where you would like to make progress. And also, if you chose this card, there may also be past experiences coming back to you where you had, I don't want to say PTSD, but something where it might come back to you and you say, well, that didn't work for me last time, or, something, I tried this and then this came and I was unable to finish, or, what distracted you in the past, whether it's the same scenario or a different scenario that you're going to be focusing on. But ask yourself, where would I feel blocked because of something that would happen in the past? And let those things go. Stop focusing on what you cannot do and focus on what you can do for your progress over the next couple of weeks. All right. If you chose card number 2, procrastination is your card. Where have you been stuck? Where have you been feeling stuck? Where have you been feeling like things aren't progressing like they would if you were feeling successful? Where have you stalled out? Where do you feel like you're in a bit of a lull? This is asking you to consider this. Where are you procrastinating? And the first answer would be really easy to say, oh, I'm not procrastinating. But really, really think about this. Where can you get unstuck over the next couple of weeks? This is going to be a good theme for you. Where is procrastination holding you back? Sometimes we don't know what the next step is to take, to keep going. But, this is either going to ask you, where have you not made a decision because you feel like you're not maybe ready for the next step? This is really asking you to consider, consider, come up with a plan. What is going to work for me? How do I take that first step? How do I take that next step? Come up with a bit of a plan. And that's going to lead you out of the path of feeling stuck or feeling like things aren't unfolding for you. Sometimes there's a reason that things don't come together right away, right? Sometimes there's a reason for it. And it feels like over the next couple of weeks, something has the potential to unlock for you, especially if you chose this card. If you chose card number 3, waiting is your card. Get that into focus there. Waiting. So 2 things. What are you waiting for? Right? And sometimes you're just waiting for things to fall into place. So which is it for you? You know, I feel like this is almost has a more of the what are you waiting for energy with the energy of stop waiting for things to land in your space. Don't be afraid to go after what it is that you want. That's a scary thing, right? Go after it. Stop just waiting for things to opportunities to present themselves to you, and go for it. Because if you look at this picture, she feels like she's, she looks a little bit anxious, right? But she's also waiting for something. You know, maybe she's been pacing, waiting, but this is a sign for you to go after what it is that you want. Really check in with those things that that you are hoping for. Are they still true to you? Do they still feel right? And then go for it. You know, maybe reevaluate, reconfirm the reasons that you want to be where you want to be, you know, over the next couple weeks. So maybe some soul searching happening here for you. If you chose card number 4, dropping it. Your card is completion. I'm interested to see how these cards come together, because completion for you is really, it's almost like this card is asking you to stop and take a look back. Where did you come from? And where are you now? The efforts that you put in, where can you say you've successfully completed different steps of your journey? Again, the easy answer would be, oh, I don't know, or I'm not sure, or that doesn't apply to me. This is a good time for you to really adjust your perspective and be honest with yourself. You know, I have been successful. Where is that? Where can I see signs of that? If I were to look back over the last 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, you know, where have I not given myself the credit where credit's due? Where have I not given myself the self-care or the self-appreciation or the validation? Those are some good things to look back on and, you know, focus on where have things come together? Where have my blessings been? Where have the opportunities came from that have led me to where I was able to get? You know, if this is a healing journey for you, or something where you're working towards something, that journey never stops. We're always going to be healing. We're always going to be searching. We're always going to be doing those things. But this card is asking you to reflect back on the things that have come together, because somehow in the next chapter coming up for you, this card is going to help you adjust your perspectives. All right, let's put all 4 of the cards together. How do they come together? What is the energy that all of us are dealing with over the next couple of weeks? And keeping in the back of your mind the card that you chose, that's going to be the bigger piece of the puzzle for you, or somehow highlighted over the next couple of weeks. So for all of us, this is important for us to focus on the progress that's been made so far. What do we want the progress to be next? And let's really just take those first steps to start progressing the way that we need to move forward. What are the steps for us? Where can we stop procrastinating? Where can we take a step to do the next thing, to take the next step, to move forward in a direction that is not just right here, right now? You know, it's not always important to know if we're taking the step in the right direction, because sometimes that can hold us back as well. But what is a step I can take to get moving? Stop waiting for things to come together. Like everything here is telling you, go after what you want, move forward, do something, take a step, do something. Because if some of us are feeling a bit stuck right now, this is the time to take a step to get moving. You don't have to know the outcome. You don't have to know the plan, because sometimes that does hold us back. So let's just say, what is something that I can do to maybe get out of my comfort zone over the next couple of weeks? That might shift the energy for you. And also, don't forget to take a look back at where are your successes, because that's going to help the perspective going forward. What have I done in the past that I consider a success or consider progress? Because those little pieces are going to help you, pinpoint what helps you to keep going. So over the next couple of weeks, it seems interesting. These cards fit together really nicely. But also it's a reminder that you have the power to do the things. It just takes one step to get started. So focus on what that looks like for you. And, check back in a couple of weeks. It's always a nice idea to go back to the last video once you get past that time frame and just reconsider, how do things come together? How did it look for you at the beginning versus at the end of the 2 weeks? Interesting. So enjoy the next couple weeks ahead. Take care. If you feel comfortable sharing your experience, how is this unfolding? What does it look like for you? Comment below. Let us know how this is falling into place. What are the events going on in your life? We'll meet again in another couple weeks. Take care and bye for now, guys.